Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about Zenless Zone Zero Gacha systems and how it compares to Genshin Impact or Honkai Star Rail. Before we begin, I would like to explain the naming system in Zenless Zone Zero is different compared to Genshin or Star Rail. There is no 5-star or 4-star. 5 stars are called S ranks, 4 stars are called A ranks, and 3 stars are B ranks. So in Zenless Zone Zero, the currency itself for pulls, just like in Star Rail or Genshin, you have standard pulls and event pulls. The standard pulls are called master tape, and event pulls are called encrypted master tape. The major difference is that in Zenless Zone Zero, you don't have directly a beginner banner. The beginner banner system that you have in Honkai Star Rail is directly integrated inside of the standard banner. So the first 50 pulls will be discounted by 20%, so it's basically 40 pulls in total for 5 multis, and within those 50 pulls, you will get a guaranteed 5-star character. Why is this better compared to Star Rail? It's because in Star Rail, you also do have a 300 character selector system, and of course, Zenless Zone Zero has this as well. And because the beginner system is integrated directly into the standard banner, you already be 40 pulls into the banner for that 300 selector. Because in Star Rail, you had to pull on the beginner banner, and all those pulls did not count towards your selector. So technically, in this game, we should be able to reach the 5-star selector faster than in Honkai Star Rail, even as free-to-play. The standard banner PT overall is much like the same just as Honkai Star Rail or even Genshin. It's classic 0.6% chance, base PT that is, at 90 hard PT. Most likely this game also has soft PT, just like Genshin and Honkai Star Rail. And whenever you do reach the 5-star, it's either going to be the character or the weapon. I should start calling them S rank actually, because they're not really named officially 5-star, but for all intents and purposes, you could still call it a 5-star. Now let's go over to the event banner. The character event banner is pretty much the same as Genshin or Honkai Star Rail, classic 50-50, 0.6% base PT with a hard PT at 90 pulls. Once again, there's most likely a soft PT. Hoyoverse games tend to have this. Unfortunately, the 50-50 system is here to stay. Overall, the character banner functions for all intents and purposes exactly the same as Genshin or Star Rail. It does carry over the PT to the next event banner and even the 50-50. So if you lost 50-50 on the character, the next banner, even if you pull on a newer character event banner, it's gonna be character guaranteed whenever you get that 5-star. As for weapon banner, this is where it is different from Genshin. It is closer to Honkai Star Rail banner system, but even then it is different. So just like in Honkai Star Rail, where you have a 75% chance to win the weapon, it's exactly the same with that. However, the base PT for the weapon, it's 1%. In Honkai Star Rail, the base PT for Lightcons, which is the weapons, is 0.8%. So technically, this weapon banner has a better chance than Star Rail banners to get a 5-star. However, the 75 systems is still there, unfortunately. And of course, once again, just like in Star Rail, it's 80 pulls. Yes, I know I'm mentioning Star Rail or Genshin a lot, but this is a comparison video after all. I would also say that the weapons technically being easier to get, even more easier to get than Star Rail, it could imply that dependency of weapons in this game might be even higher than what you have in Honkai Star Rail, but we shall see over time. Definitely the game at the start will be relatively easy and will most likely ramp up difficulty over time. And now lastly, let's go to the banner, which Honkai Star Rail neither Genshin have it. It's called Bangbu banner. This is basically a pet gacha banner. Before you panic, don't worry, this banner is not from premium currency, alright? The currency you will use, it's called coupons, basically coupons, and this is a free-to-play resource that you're gonna get by playing the game, and you're gonna use this free-to-play resource to pull on these banners. The pets are very powerful, and you'll definitely be able to get them, even as free-to-play. You will want to save up your free-to-play resource, which is the only resource you can use. The coupons, that is, to be able to pull the ones that you'll want. The base PT is 1% for the S rank at 80 hard PT. Of course, there's most likely a soft PT in this banner as well, but maybe because it's a quote-unquote free banner where it doesn't really cost real money, there might not be soft PT. We're not certain about that. We'll see it as we get more data and more pulls happening in this banner, and we'll have a better idea whether there is a soft PT here or not. There is another also big difference regarding currency currency. If you know, in Genshin, for example, you have Stardust and Starlight. Whenever you get like 3 stars, you get Stardust, and whenever you get 4 stars or 5 stars, you get Star Glitter, and you have the same equivalent in Honkai Star Rail. In this game, you only have one currency, and this currency is called Residual Signal. Here I'll show you on the screen how much you're gonna get of this currency. For example, when you pull a 4-star weapon, which is called A rank, it's going to be 10 Residue Signal. Whenever you get the 5-star weapon, it's going to be 50 Residue Signal, and whenever you do obtain dupes, it's going to be 10. However, it's past the 6 dupe, it's going to be 15. For 5 stars, you will only get 50 Residual Signal whenever it's a dupe, and if it's past the 6 dupe, it's going to be 75. Just much like in Honkai Star Rail or Genshin Impact, the shop is rotational based on month. You'll have first 5 discounted pulls for the event pulls and standard pulls. After you bought them, the discount goes off and you can still buy these pulls, but then it's at the full price. There is also going to be 2 4-star characters in the rotation. We don't know the exact rotation yet, but as we get more information, I'll definitely let you know about it. And much like in Honkai Star Rail, you can also buy 5-star weapons directly from this shop with the currency. I do not recommend buying weapons from the shop, especially if you're a free-to-play low spender, because these are standard weapons. It's more of a, I guess, feature for dolphins and whales. But nevertheless, being able to buy some of the good 4-star or even their dupes from the shop guaranteed on a monthly station is a pretty nice thing. There is also another currency that you're going to have, which is called N-Nis. This currency, it's only obtainable whenever you do pet gacha. The pet gacha will give you its own currency as well. You're gonna get 10 N-Nis whenever you get a A-rank Bangbu, and 50 whenever you get an S rank. And with this currency itself, similar to Residual Signal, you can use it to buy more extra pulls for the pet banner, or you can buy the rotational 4-star pet in the shop, or some of the other resources. Personally, I would recommend it to buy those 5 pulls, pet pulls, because they're discounted per month, so you can stack it up and have enough of them to pull whatever pet is going to be meta or good for your team specifically. Overall, the gacha system is very slightly improved compared to Honkai Star Rail, like very little if you count the weapon banner, I guess. At least the pet gacha is free. However, the character banner, it's exactly the same cope as you have in Genshin or in Star Rail. It is what it is. I don't think they'll ever stop with the 50-50, because this is a very lucrative model, so definitely keep this one around. So yeah, I guess this is it for this video. I hope it was informative and it gave you an idea about the gacha systems in this game. If you have any questions about it, feel free to ask me in the comments down below, or even better, feel free to ask me on my streams. I stream every single day on Twitch/YouTube, and of course the YouTube thingy. If you enjoy this type of video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. I wish you a wonderful day and see you in the next video.